Good stuff?
I don't know, I haven't actually read it yet.
Great, this is going to go great. Yeah. Are we ready to see some of the best cosplayers the UK has to offer? Sci-Fi, take the podium, you may have my spot. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere, you're not that lucky.
Not yet.
Not yet. So, are we ready to start our championship competition? Judges, are we ready? Good luck. So, our first entrant into the Crown Cosplay Central Crown Championships is Glob Cosplay, is Tioli from Elden Ring, Shadow of the Entry.
Drawing on everything Glob has learned in a decade of cosplaying, this cosplay incorporates a variety of different materials and techniques. Highlights include over 50 hours of hand embroidery, handmade leather boots and suede gloves, a cloak and headpiece made from almost 2 kilograms of hand-ventilated loose hair, a self-designed chainmail weave, hand-woven ropes made from hair, a leather waist piece consisting of 28 individual dyed and tooled pieces, and a triple-layer corset decorated with almost 1,000 hand-shaped warbler needles and a removable magnetic mask. Everything is weathered to tell the story of a poison lamp shunned by society.
Thank you very much, Glob Cosplay. And next, Becca Beck is Molly Moke Tealeaf from Critical Role 99.
Molly Moke was a challenge of a costume to make, focusing on developing new and existing skills. Becca Beck created the costume through a combination of commercial patterning for the coat, doublet and shirt, and self-patterning for the trousers and boots. The hand embroidery and beadwork on the coat took approximately 700 hours to complete. Becca Beck taught themselves how to code to create the LED animations for the swords with the ability to switch animations.
Thank you very much, Becca Beck. And next, we have No Name Cosplay as Jadis, the White Witch of Narnia, from The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
No Name began by draping the base dress and then added a layer of wool felt. Organza, chiffon, lace, and roving was needle felted into the wool layer to replicate the same method used by the film, then ombre dyed. The fur cloak was draped and the faux fur pelts added wild details and depth were added with an airbrush. Clear warbler was used for the icy effect on the wand and crown, and each dreadlock for the wig has been individually needle felted, then stitched into a floss-shaped base.
They had some sass.
Oh, sass.
I love some sass. And next, Lady Honey Designs as Gale from Baldur's Gate 3.
The main robe was made with a hand-dyed floral brocade lined with faux silk and features embroidery detailing, metal spangles and silver cording. The tabard section also includes 3D printed decorations. An undershirt was made with a hand-dyed ribbed jersey, lined and closed with decorative hooks. The cape features EVA foam and covered in faux leather, chainmail decorations and hand-sewn details. The braces and boots are also made with EVA foam. The boots have a cover made from faux leather, lined with faux suede.
Thank you, Lady Honey Designs. And now, from Howl's Moving Castle, Take Flight Cosplay is Sophie Hatter.
For this outwardly simple costume, nothing was left without attention. Take Flight Cosplay constructed all of the undergarments, including tights, bloomers, underskirt, bum pad, petticoat and corset, to create the silhouette and used Victorian drafting patterns to create the dress. The fabric was dyed using traditional Japanese indigo dye. The bird head handle for the cane was created with warbler, and strands of tinsel were added to the wig for added sparkle. Take Flight Cosplay also used the critically endangered UK craft of straw hat making, sewing together straw plaits and streaming it into shape. She even learned how to bake a loaf of bread to add to the bag.
Bread.
Sorry,
It's alright, CJ, we're all hungry.
I'm starving. Now this next cosplay is going to make you go wow because it's from World of Warcraft. Yeah, the dad jokes only get worse. Please welcome Fizzy Kiwi as Alex Casper from World of Warcraft.
Fizzy Kiwi made their own paper patterns for the perfect fit and crafted Alex Strasser's armour in EVA foam and foam clay. The tail alone took a whole day of patterning. Texture has been carefully added to the foam for detail and depth before painting, and details were added to the sewn tabard and cape with heat transfer vinyl. This costume also features LED details.
And next, I'm preparing for this stream from League of Legends. Tipsy Maker is High Noon Senna.
This costume is primarily made from EVA foam, which has been painted by hand and airbrushed and finished with a clear lacquer. The jacket is lined and finished with foam details, and the under armour has a detachable chest piece which lights up. The hair has been hand braided and airbrushed with hooks made from foam. This is all attached to a bag which sits under the natural hair with self-added extensions. The cannon features 300 plus LEDs and the prop splits into 5 separate components for easy travel. The barrel and hammer can also rotate and move.
You know what, we've got to continue the joke. That was a big one.
That's what she said.
There we go. And now from Genshin Impact, Annie Lake as Navia.
This costume took over a year to make, making it Anilek's most complex costume to date. Everything was self-patterned and scaled as closely to the character as possible for complete accuracy. The structure of the skirt was created with a bustle pad, multiple circle skirts, and heavyweight interfacing to achieve the desired silhouette. A self-made spiral steel-boned corset and underlayer provides shape to the outer bodice. A range of 3D modelling and printer techniques were used, as well as moulding and casting various gold pieces in flexible rubber. The umbrella was made from deconstructing an existing umbrella to create a new frame before adding a new cover, sewn using custom printed fabric. The helmet-style wig took over 100 hours alone to make, but was the most essential part in fully embodying the character.
Now, I'm going to test to see if people have any taste. You remind me of the Babe.
What, babe?
Babe with the power.
What power?
The power of voodoo.
Voodoo?
Voodoo.
Do what?
Remind me of the Babe.
Better.
And on that note, from Labyrinth, we have small person cosplay as Jareth the Goblin King.
The tailcoat was tailored using modern and traditional methods in lurex velvet, interlined with horsehair canvas. This is a triple inverted box pleat encased with 2 triple knife pleats in the back of the coat. Around 400 hours was spent hand beading the coat, and hot glue was used on the film costume for the cobwebs, so small person cosplay replicated this effect for their cosplay. The shirt is finished with French seams and has fully functioning buttonholes and cover buttons, and the mask is sculpted from air dry clay covered in warbler. Small person cosplay even went as far as to try and recreate the iconic bulge from the movie with an added squeaker for fun.
Bulge, 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 bulge.
Bulge.
Had to be done. And next, from Alice in Wonderland, Corbyn's cosplay is the Queen of Hearts.
Corbyn's Cosplay made this design based on a combination of Elizabeth Court dresses and Colleen Atwood's original design. The self-patterned costume includes a shift, Tudor-style stays, a bum roll made with fabric scraps, 2 cartridge-pleated petticoats, an overdress with 3 skirt layers, and a hand-painted bodice. There are no modern closures. Everything is either laced, buttoned, or uses hooks and eyes. The collar and ruff were structured onto a wire frame that connects to the dress with ties. Corbyn's Cosplay spent over 150 hours beading and embroidering various parts of the dress, using around 3,000 beads and 1,500 sequins.
And next, from Sakazo's romantic dress, Jazzy Chan as Strawberry Dress.
This dress pays close attention to Sakizo's illustration with interpretations based on historical research. Across the chemise, bloomers, corset, crinoline, flounce petticoats and outer garments, over 35 meters of silk dupioni and cotton were used. It has elements of embroidery and beadwork, including decorative strawberries that were hand beaded over a period of 4 months, using glass beads for extra shine. The lattice details on the skirt were made from remnants of vintage Nottingham lattice lace pieced together. The caplet was crocheted with vintage yarn, and each tiny strawberry flower is made from mulberry paper, finished with a single glass seed bead.
And next, from Final Fantasy XIV, Violet Kestrel as a red mage.
Violet Kestrel created the patterns for this red mage costume through a combination of drafting on paper and draping on a mannequin. The red fabric was hand dyed to obtain the perfect shade of red. Careful attention was given to the seam finishes, including flat felt seams on the shirt, top stitching the leatherette and overlocking any raw edges. The jacket is also fully lined. The design is influenced by matador outfits, so inspiration was taken from the gold work found on their jackets, and padded leatherette was used to create the embroidery. The necklace, various buckles and small details were 3D modelled by Violet Kestrel from sketches made of the costume, printed in resin before being sanded and painted.
And now for one of my favourite games, Horizon Zero Dawn. And I have a Final Fantasy cosplay name as well. Chunky Chocobo is Aloy from Horizon.
This was a lockdown project where Chunky Chocobo learned to sew, 3D model, airbrush and code on Arduino. He spent hours in the game in photo mode, taking hundreds of screenshots to be able to create the pattern himself. The armor, arrowheads and headpiece were self-modeled using Blender and Fusion 360, then printed, painted and weathered. The electronics are coded to match the light sequence when damage is taken, as well as play the sound effect captured from the game.
That was pretty cool. Let's see if this gets a cheer. From Critical Role, the cosplay cryptid as Fern Calloway.
To create this design, Cosplay Cryptid researched historical underpinnings, corsetry, fabric dyeing, and poisonous flowers. Illusion hooves were built on trainers with tap metals for sound. Digitigrade legs and hidden tail were made with upholstery foam and wadding on a legging base under faux fur. The costume features ombre dyed fabric, 2 circle skirts with waterfall front and fully lined sleeves. The embroidered corset has handmade piping, and the bra top was made from foam padding with wet foamed mulberry bark for the wood effect. All of the flowers were handmade and hand painted. The horns and scythe were 3D modelled and printed. The staff, made with foam clay around a core, features flicker lighting and breaks into 3 for travel.
And now, from Fire Emblem 3 Houses, Tintin Cosplay as Hedgemon Husk Elderguard.
Oh my goodness.
This costume has been a long labour of love since 2021, during which Tintin has learned how to pattern draft, embroider, 3D model, style wigs and foamsmith. For their own interpretation of the husk transformation, they combine different materials: velvet, latex, upholstery foam, beads, lace and more, breaking them down to create a disgustingly beautiful crust over the chest down to the arm. Tintin used heavy wool for the cape and a wool blend suiting for the jacket and dress. It's adorned in gold accents like gold mylar trim, traditionally used in military uniforms, with the pièce de résistance being the goldwork eagle, the Hrelsveg family coat of arms.
And our final entrance from Elden Ring, Sarah mid-costumes as Witch Hunter Jeren.
The Landsnecks who inspired the character plundered from the battlefield for their iconic fashions, and with the exception of the steel for his gauntlet, this cosplay is completely plundered from Sarah's stash. All textiles are dyed and weathered, including painting strips of sack with masonry paint for his breeches. The breastplate is a floor mat buffed to a shine with graphite powder. For his waist wrap, Sarah used the fibre from 300 needles, and the striped stockings were knitted with the intarsia technique. The shoes are made in a medieval style with more leather working in his belt pouches and straps.
Thank you very much, Sarah mid-costumes. And let's hear a big round of applause for all of our entrants who are hiding down the sides here. You've done an amazing job. Also, good luck, judges. I do not envy your choice right now. Our judges are going to go for a wander and make some tough calls, some tough decisions. That is not easy to pick a winner, is it?
No, absolutely not. I do not envy them at all. Good luck to Trini and Yaya. I have every faith in the both of you.